Dude Zone Podcast. Oh my God.
We're lifting weights and we're eating only meat.
We're lifting weights, working on cars, and talking about pussy.
We're figuring out ways where you can, inject yourself into a car.
Is that the name of your show? Shut up, bitch.
I'm changing the...
Are you a female caller? Shut up.
Yeah, call in. And if you're female, shut up when we finally get through.
If you're a female caller and you call in, shut your mouth.
And if you don't shut your mouth, Amanda Nunes is going to shut it for you.
If you don't shut your mouth, you can drive down here and put it on my penis. That is the Dude Zone Radio Podcast.
Dude Zone Radio. Welcome to the Dude Zone. We're
pivoting to a new format, everybody.
Yeah, we got...
It's called the Dude Zone.
We're talking about strictly football.
Did you throw out your car manual and you need help? Call into the Dude Zone. Are you a bitch and you want to call into the Dude Zone? Then shut up.
We got all the car manuals stored in our brains because we're dudes and dudes rock.
Dudes know everything about cars and working on shit. But what we don't know is anything to do with the kitchen or cleaning around the house. Because that's for a bitch.
I'm not cleaning anything, dude. Actually, I'll clean a bunch of stuff.
Actually,
because I got OCD.
Yeah, actually I have OCD, so I clean everything.
Constantly vacuuming just where my dog just left. I'm just following my dog vacuuming.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle because he's scared of it, so he runs away.
But he's scared also, so he's shaking.
Yeah.
Fur's going everywhere.
So we
picking it up.
It takes hours.
You ever put a vacuum on an animal?
You ever put a vacuum on your dick? No.
They did that in that movie with Doofy, right?
Doof. Scary movie?
Scary movie. Parody movie. That can't be good. Did somebody do that and they've talked about it on 4chan and so other people thought it was good and then everyone's getting their dick vacuumed?
I don't know. It's just a cylindrical hole and people are like,
is it that simple?
If it's a hole that my dick can fit into, I'm going to try it.
Is it that simple of a dumb idea where people are just like, look, what do vacuums do? Vacuums suck. What do you want to happen to your wiener? You want your wiener sucked. You want your hot dog diddled.
Yeah.
And then vacuums will suck it. But then, yeah, but they don't.
Connect the dots.
But it's not a human. It's a fucking rope.
But not everyone can get a human.
You're right.
But we can.
So call in 1-800
Dude Zone.
Vacuum suck, dudes rock. That's too many numbers.
Not tell my wife. Shut up.
Welcome to Dudes Rock, Dude Zone Radio. Well, where women shut up.
Where the woman's primary job is to shut up.
The only people that are birthed women that we're talking to are the ones that have transitioned.
Yeah.
Those are the only born women we're talking to.
If you're what is a trans female?
You're trans male if you turn male. So.
Yeah, trans female.
Oh, trans female? Yeah. Don't talk.
No. Because you were a male.
Oh, you were a male?
So you have the powers of being a male.
So if you're just strictly only ever
been
you come
female,
to be shut
if
the
you
fuck
transition
up.
to a male, shut up.
Yeah.
But if you transition to a female...
What, if you transition to a male, you don't want that?
Yeah, because...
Oh, because they were a woman?
You don't just get the powers.
Yeah, well, I thought they did. They did the thing. They got the tits chopped and...
Alright, fine.
I just wanted to support my brother.
Alright, fine. If you transition to a male, you are now into the Dude Zone
You're now
Club.
Into the Dude Club.
If you transition from male to a female...
Dudes Rock Dude Zone.
You're still in the Dude Zone. Because you don't really lose the power of being a man.
No, it's still there.
It's still there. Why do you think Bruce Jenner won female of lifetime?
Because Dudes Rock
of the year.
Yeah, Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year. Yeah,
he was only a woman for 6 months.
How can you do something for 6 months and win a year award?
And
because he was a man first, and now she is a woman. And just
if you could look at personal attributes of humans like on a video game. Men got perseverance, dude, through the roof. So that's why Bruce Jenner was able to be
all right.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Now, before we'll lose all the women here, we're gonna pivot again.
Before
Yeah, before
we do
we lose any women that are still
Already
hanging
lost
on,
before we lose
we're
the
pi-
last two that are
we're
listening.
pivoting. Men suck.
Men have little dicks.
Welcome to the woman zone.
It actually doesn't matter what a man's dick is. They're all pieces of shit.
Dude,
They
sometimes
support war and terrible stuff.
sometimes my work does this like women empowerment like thing where like you can sign up for it and then you just go.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Haven't been there because I'm a dang man. But this girl at my work told me about it.
Yeah,
She
you told
said
me- I remember
the
you
one
telling me.
she went to.
Mhm.
She said she's like I was so mad. They were like, okay, bring your favorite recipe and we'll
Oh
exchange
my
recipes. And I was like, that
recipes
is hilarious. Women empowerment, and you're gonna be like,
all right, guys, bring in your favorite cleaner.
it's yeah. As I was like, yeah, bring in your favorite method in cleaning the house.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
What do you
fuck?
start first? Do you do top to bottom?
ha-
You know, do you dust the top first? Do you like the vacuum first?
How
do you move
tr-
furniture?
How do you
move
make
as
sure
go?
your husband has the best day after work?
Yeah.
Like what the?
Food's ready.
How is that?
5:30.
How is that woman empowerment? That's so funny to me.
But what if they did it? What if they were just like women empowerment? Bring in your favorite NFL play, and then everyone's like, I mean, none of us watch NFL.
Yeah, because there's,
One of them watch, and they're like, I don't know what play. I didn't play.
Yeah, I mean, what they should be doing is, I don't know. How do you empower a stupid bitch?
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry. We're going hard on the ladies right now.
Yeah, and if
Let's
you've made
pivot.
it, you know, we're being dumb.
Let's make fun of
We're morons. I dropped out.
You can't really make fun of anything anymore.
Yeah, you can't make fun of nothing anymore.
We're
in the
we can
comedy
make fun
podcast,
we can make
uh,
fun of ourselves.
We're in the comedy podcast column, but people would be mad about it, saying "dumb bitch"
Because we're white dudes.
Yeah, because we're white dudes.
Fuck.
Can't.
We
Laugh.
can only make fun of each other.
We can't laugh. Yeah,
Let's
there
make
you
fun
go.
of white dudes.
All right, white guys. They think they can just push other races
They
around.
think they could just do whatever they want. Oh, I'm white. I don't have to do anything but fucking show up. Idiots.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I'm white. Oh, I'm gonna copy everything black people do because they're cooler than me. And then I'll do it and be like, oh, look, I'm cool too.
Oh, I'm white. I'm gonna appropriate every culture so
Yeah.
that it makes it look like I have an opinion and an
Yeah.
original, unique outlook on things. But
Oh, I'm a white guy, but don't worry, I'm so woke. I'm gonna make sure, you know, I don't actually have to go through the pain and suffering, but I'm just gonna make sure that I'm aware of it all while I sit up in my little like fucking throne up here, going, okay, don't worry, I'm aware of you guys.
I live in Grosse Pointe.
Yeah, just
The
don't
very
worry.
rich part, but
Don't worry,
I
I'm
know
a
of your
white
struggles.
man. There, does that make everyone feel better? Now that we made
hello.
everyone feel better,
Hello.
somebody come and suck me
Well,
so I can feel better.
welcome to when Dave Chappelle does the white anchor man, is that Chip Jefferson or something? Is that the
I
name he
don't
made?
remember.
Can't remember. For some reason that made sense to me.
Yeah, he's used Chip before as a white guy. But
Speaking of talking shit about women,
here we go.
I was just watching
Dan
some
Carmichael.
watching some of Legion of Skanks podcast, and they had a bunch of comedians on, and they had there is a legit March Madness bracket of like female comedians that somebody made, and they made it for like I think the original maker, like they found the bracket. The original maker made it for like their stand-up abilities, how good they are at stand-up, and then they were doing a bit like the whole episode of just going like, yeah, who's funnier? Oh, I think this female comedian's a lot funnier. She's got two really fun bits in front of her that I think that really make her, real funny at night, and then clearly meaning like sexual shit. So they're doing like who's hotter than the other one.
Thanks for explaining it. Apparently I'm retarded.
Apparently
Oh, you can't say that word.
I'm a moron.
It's a fun word. I think people who are mad about it don't say it enough.
I think my mom said it to me too much, and I can't.
My mom definitely
I
said
accidentally
it to me
said,
before.
yeah, dude. I remember your mom doing that to me, probably.
Okay.
I'm like, I mess with her like she's making breakfast, and I might like go into the kitchen before it's
Why are you
done.
over there for breakfast?
Oh, well, back in the day when we were children. And, I'd stay the night, and you're like, God, Chris is still here. And I'm like, let's play bed. And you're like, I just want to go to bed. I just want to sleep in. I don't know. Making shit up. But, yeah, no, your mom's making breakfast, and I'm like, ooh, you got bacon? And I can see your mom have like an eye roll of like,
Get this retard out of my
get
house.
this little, yeah. And that's what she said with her eyes, so I felt it. You know?
Yeah. Felt it in my core.
Felt
it in my
felt
core.
it deep.
Well, that's it, everybody.
Did you hear that Baker Mayfield saw a UFO?
I saw a tweet,
Yeah,
and I said, cut him, Browns.
dude. So
He's crazy
they
now.
did. They thought about it. They restructured his contract because he talked about a UFO. No.
We're going to have to pay you less.
So I just like I see that tweet and I just think, all right, cool. Like him and his lady saw. I think they saw like a weird thing, and that's been talking about more lately. Colin Cowherd, that fucking idiot. Did you hear about his problems with hats being on backwards and shit? He has this long bit where, since he's not funny, it's not a bit, it's not a comedy bit, but it's like a horrible take bit where he like Matt Stafford will lose a game and have his hat on backwards in the press conference, and he just says like, good winning quarterbacks have their hats on forward, and he does like the thing where I'm like, this is like as close as you can get to like, if you're doing anything that's like sort of black culture, you're wrong, and like it has that feeling to me. But he does these takes because it makes people like me right now, or it makes people like rage about it.
Yeah.
But it really pisses me off because I'm like, that's got nothing to do with shit. So, dude, recently this year, after Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl, he's got all these pictures of like them partying on the boats. Tom Brady's got his hat on backwards. So Colin Cowherd is like, maybe you can do something, and it's like, man, you were like the dumbest.
What the
She's speaking
hell?
in like the dumbest forms.
All based on someone's hat.
So based on that, to me, nobody should listen to a thing he says. I mean, just as simple as that, he should be done. Like people need to, like people like this need to be not canceled, but they need to be like shunned. Like everyone needs to get the memo and go, hey man, let's not give this guy even a fucking second of attention. He's talking about nothing. It's a non-topic.
He's got to fill time.
He's filling time. That's what we do. But and he's making shit up. It's just so annoying. That's like the big thing. So, anyways, his big thing with the Baker Mayfield seeing a UFO, he's on his show the same day. He's like, I really don't think winning quarterbacks in this league are talking about UFOs. And what's funny is he says this. Aaron Rodgers just won an MVP, talks about UFOs. He's been on several podcasts. He's been on Pete Holmes' You Make It Weird podcast talking about extraterrestrial life and how he thinks he's seen one before.
Colin Cowherd would go, yeah, but he's not winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he didn't win the Super Bowl. He won one, but
that was before he started talking about UFOs.
That was before he said one thing about it. And he's the fucking white guy everyone needs to make fun of. Fucking, he sucks, dude.
Winning don't have an opinion about anything that isn't football. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
And
I have a dick in my ass.
My ass is bleeding because I'm
sitting
continuously fuck it with a dildo.
I can't.
I'm Colin Cowherd, and don't wear your hat backwards. Unless Tom Brady's doing it, because I secretly want Tom Brady to kiss me on the lips, like he does his son.
Yeah.
I have jacked off to that video several times. I'm Colin Cowherd.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not far off.
I can't really do his voice that well. He
I don't know.
does that voice. He's like, it's kind of like, I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. You can kind of just imagine any annoying white guy, and you got it.
Yeah, just do.
It's good enough.
Basically, what you're gonna do is do the Ben Shapiro voice for any dumb white guy.
Yeah. Do that.
So,
Should I moon you guys?
I'm Colin Cowherd, and if you put your hat on backwards, then you're not a winning quarterback. Unless you're Tom Brady, because I want him to fuck my ass and kiss me on the lips like he did his son. I've jacked off to that video several times. Because I'm a freak. I'm Colin Cowherd.
And this is brought to you by Jen's Butt Plugs.
I have a list of every football player that's talking about things that aren't football, and they're not winning.
None of them are winning.
And if they are winning, then I just change my opinion and go, maybe you can talk about that because they won.
Yeah. Yep. So you did. He,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude.
Oh yeah, the one thing he goes, Terry Bradshaw, Troy Aikman, and Tom Brady, they're not talking about UFOs. That's what he said. And then I think some other people were pointing out that like Tom Brady has in fact talked about UFOs and how like it is interesting and then stuff. So it's just like he's just making shit up.
He
and
just says
trying
whatever. It's
trying
like,
to
oh,
just-
I have this show called I'm Fucking Stupid Coward.
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm a coward. It should be that. Colin, the
I'm a
fucking
Colin
coward.
Coward. Dude. I want to go
Yes,
to
sir.
like one of those Texas Day Brazil restaurants.
Me too. Hey, dude, I
Have them
wanted to go
walk
to one
around with a
before
little
pandemic.
sword,
Now it's been a whole year.
slice me open. When can I go? When is it okay for me to go? And by okay for me to go, I don't mean safe for me to go. I mean where
When will I
a
not
lot
get
of the
shit from
yeah,
all
when,
of my friends?
when will I not get shamed for the people that I know?
When can I play basketball before I get and post a picture of it of being at the game or jujitsu without having one of my friends talking hard shit behind my back?
One of my
He's
friends
killing people.
shaming me. You have just buried your grandma. Well, they're both already dead.
Yeah, dude, come on. My
Keep it-
grandma actually
keep it
went
moving.
to a wedding of like 85,
Your
90
grandma's
people.
killing herself.
Yeah.
What
I can't believe your grandma's killing all
what
the
a
other
stupid
grandmas.
bitch.
And she's all right.
He's good.
I'm not saying go to no weddings, but that's the thing. Like people will be like, "Oh my God, you're doing jujitsu or basketball?" And it's like, I'm playing a sport. I'm playing a sport with like 10 other
No.
healthy people.
Yeah, but they have contacted other people.
Why can't I do that?
No,
I'm not going to a Rage Against the Machine concert.
It doesn't
of
matter,
thousands
Chris.
of people.
you need to stay
Hundreds of
inside.
people. God, I just want to throw a ball into a net.
I'm conservative now.
Well, if I was conservative, I'd go even harder that way.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like, I just want to play one game of basketball.
Dude, I'd be like,
It'd be
I
like, I just want, dude,
I
I've
just
been
want
down,
to burn every mask.
I've been up and down my block puking in people's mouths. None
Yeah.
of them are dead.
Dude, I
Not
just
real.
I just saw a Democrat and I just lost my mind. Dude, someone said they were a Democrat, so I called them a faggot.
Dude, there's a guy at my work, man, where certain things get brought up. Man, we've talked about so many sports. We've talked about NFL with him. I've talked about a lot of stuff, and he never gets so up and down as he does when like a political thing with
Oh,
like
boy.
about a Democrat thing happens up, and he's just like so mad, and I'm like, it just bothers me because I'm like, people do this all over the place, but you're just blocking out the idea that your side that you're so obsessed with, which is crazy. Don't be obsessed with a side
Yeah.
because there's corruption and bullcrap everywhere. But that's what he gets so angry, and I just walk away from those discussions. I'm like, oh, this guy's like unhinged. Getting out of here before he fucking throws something at me.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's gonna hit me with
Stuff
a high
with
low
people.
one day.
I was like,
I'm not trying.
What,
It'll be like a walk by thing. He's like talking to a guy about it, and he's just like,
Chris!
he starts raging, and I'm like,
And there's like, speed walk.
well, then I walk into the office or I walk somewhere else where people are chill, and then I just go, Tim's talking about 5G again,
Tim's
and then
at it again. 5G.
and then
I actually,
everyone's like, oh my god.
Someone left. I found the phone in the airport, and I was like, I gotta go give this to the police.
Yeah.
And the phone in the corner said 5G, and I went, no! It's erasing my brain! What
Oh
do
my
they
God,
say it's gonna do? Make us retarded, or make us
the frogs touch
gay, or make us not gay if we already are gay? Changes
Yeah.
your sexual orientation.
I don't know. It's goofy.
That would suck. You're like on both sides. Like you're like a gay guy. You're like, oh, I'm with my boyfriend. He's amazing. And then you get 5G, and then you're like, oh man, I just want to suck on a pussy. Damn it.
Oh, it changes a gay guy to suck puss?
Yeah, and it changes a straight guy
Yeah.
to suck a yak. And you're like with your girlfriend, and then you get 5G, and then she's like, do you want to have sex? And you're like, I want to be plowed in the ass. And well, you can't. Well, you can get a strap on.
5G conspiracy theory.
Everything's a conspiracy theory, dude. Hey, Dieter McGeeter.
Hey, what up there, dude and Gooter?
What up there, dude? Dude.
Yeah, man. Dude. So we were talking about Colin Cowherd. Fucking Skip Bayless just got signed to because some of these guys are so big, like Colin Cowherd probably too. I mean, not as big as Skip, I don't think, but he signed a deal. He's making like $8 million a year.
Skip Bayless.
Yes. So ESPN and Fox and some of these other things, they're cutting a bunch of people, known writers and NFL experts and analysts and all that shit. These guys are getting cut, and then Skip Bayless is making like $8 million or something. Shouldn't these people fit? I don't know, man.
Shouldn't Skip Bayless not make anywhere near that much money?
Yeah, he should not make anything like that.
$1 million. That's what I got for you. That's a lot of money. Says me.
So did Skip Bayless?
You're just mad because he fucking picked himself up by his fucking bootstraps.
Well, because Skip Bayless left and went to Fox. Like, I wonder if he was like, ESPN's gonna give me $6 million, and then Fox is like, oh no.
People
give you 8.
I can't stand watching him.
No,
people like watching him. I don't get it. Like, what's the appeal?
He did the same thing as those Colin Cowherd bits where he just goes
just has
so
like
far,
take, and then like
such
what
a
it's
bad
like,
take.
You just have a bad he probably in his head goes, I mean, I don't think this, but I'm making $8 million, so I'm gonna say whatever the writers want me to say. Dude, it's so stupid, man.
Well, that's like, so I watched NFL Network and some of these other networks, and they've done the thing where they try to have like an opposite take, where you see the guys having a discussion about who's gonna win this game or who's gonna win the MVP or whatever. One guy, as soon as he picks first, you can see the other guy like try to now make the argument for the other side.
The other way.
Because like, we have to go against each other.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't. You can have a discussion.
No, but dude, they think that's like TV.
The only way TV works is to just
but like it's just
have crazy
drama
arguments.
Yeah, like honestly,
like I should have Alex on here,
why
and
don't
we
they
should
just
be
need,
screaming
like,
at him.
genuine fucking people. That's why I think that's why podcasts are so popular, is just because it's like people just genuinely talking about whatever they want, versus like producers and having writers write shit and like, okay, well, don't say this and don't do that and talk about this and they like this and they want this, and then it just makes a show, and then I watch a show going, this is stupid. I don't want to spend a half hour watching this.
Yeah.
So that's why I have turned to.
Yeah. The 5G thing is, a lot of people were just saying and like I don't know, Reddit or whatever the fuck. Yeah, the bad, I don't know, the goofy conspiracy parts of the world are just like, 5G is causing cancer just because like it's a more powerful. The phones keep getting more powerful. It's definitely going to be
causing cancer.
It's going to be
next.
Yeah. But then the American Cancer Society was like, I mean, there's
no evidence of that.
There's no evidence.
Yeah.
During the onset of the COVID pandemic, misinformation spread online claiming that 5G networks are linked to the virus.
People freak out about 5G causing cancer, but then they fucking eat.
They eat McDonald's every fucking day.
Yeah, eat fucking
every
shit
day.
full of
garbage.
What's that? What's the word?
Aspartame. That's the thing that's in pop. That's bad for you.
No, I mean, I'm just like, it's like a more like.
You're like, what?
Like, yeah, I don't know. Dude, I'll show you aspartame.
I'll give you an aspartame.
Dude, I like to check out an aspartame.
I can check a few aspartames out.
You got aspartame back there? Some girl walks out. I'm like, hey, it's just some girl. I'm aspartame.
Aspartame.
I met aspartame before.
Aspartame Charlie.
No, what's the fucking thing they put in like I guess what, preservatives? Is that what I'm thinking of, or GSP? No.
George St. Pierre.
GS or
GMOs
or
genetically modified assholes.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know. Dude, you know what's really good? Baja Blast.
You're right.
You ever had it? I've
had
it.
You bought me one yesterday.
Yeah, you don't have to tell people.
We were hanging out without mask.
Dude, fuck a mask, dog. Dude, I feel like I have the vaccine, so I'm good. I can do whatever I want.
Ditto. I got it too.
You got it too.
Vaccinated. I'm such a good friend of yours that you got it, and I just shared a couple waters you had.
I just gave you my blood.
Yeah, you left a couple waters here. I sipped them after you, and that's basically how you can transmit it. transmit the vax. Water. Dude, so what is a neo-Nazi? I've heard the term. And
From,
like a Nazi is clearly a Nazi, and it's bad and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like.
But why would
it's
there
a-
be
it's
a neo?
Because it's like present, like
like a new.
yeah, like
Present?
like a modern day Nazi. I think
So
that's
that's
what
how-
it's called. Yeah, I
oh.
think that's what it means, right?
That makes sense. I don't know. I just heard neo-Nazi, and then I was like, is that like
No, it's like modern day Nazis.
is that like a Keanu Reeves? Who's a
Yeah,
Nazi?
it's the one.
He's like,
Dude, it's
and he's just he's
Yeah.
just fighting about Jews
Neo,
in suits.
you are the one, and he's like, white power.
Jews in suits are
Yeah.
after him.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
All the bankers that are Jews,
Yeah,
or
they're shooting
Merrill
Jewish and-
Lynch, or whatever. the
Jewish
heck.
people and black people and
And he's
everything.
just like
Morpheus is like, wait a second, I'm black. And Neo's like, I have to kill you.
sorry, Morpheus.
Neo-Nazi, you are the one. Then all the agents are Jewish.
Is that what John Wick is about? All the Jews are trying to kill John Wick?
Yeah.
Because he's a neo-Nazi.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
What's a Jewish name?
Mr. Goldweight, or Goldschmidt. I don't know.
I'm Agent Goldenstein. You owe a lot of money to the bank, Mr. Anderson.
He's like,
And it just starts fighting all the agents.
That's fun. Somebody should. I know we just said it, but somebody should make that. Like
Somebody
a little.
should.
That'd be a fun trailer.
Somebody should fuck my ass.
Somebody touch me.
Oh man, I want it to be like warm out, so I can like enjoy being outside. And I want to
Yeah.
go on like a cool vacation where it's nice out
The sun
whole
popped out.
time, and I can eat some good fucking food and fucking get my dick sucked
By a local.
by one of them locals
Gotta get down there to Miami and find a local.
or my bitch, either one,
Or my
whatever
lady.
she prefers. I doubt she would prefer a local, but hey, when in Rome, right?
Hey, man. What else we got here? I was came across this list of like movies that are really low on Rotten Tomatoes, but that are actually like
Good.
yeah. And
Like-
Mighty Ducks.
Oh.
So I guess this list, when it was done, had Mighty Ducks at like 8% in Rotten Tomatoes, which is
Mhm.
crazy. But now it's at like 23. Last time I checked.
Yeah, a bunch of
Bunch of
critics were
30-year-olds who grew up with it are like, no.
like, no, I'm gonna write a good review. Because that's
that
all
up.
Rotten Tomatoes is. It isn't like it's just a percentage of critics
Dude.
gave it a good rating.
Dude, yeah. So they
So
have
it
the
doesn't
two
even mean-
ratings. They have the Rotten rating, which is like I think certified reviewers.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
they have the
there's-
certified reviewers, and then they have like the
Yeah.
like the average viewer.
Yeah, so it's always different. Like the
Yeah.
average viewer on the right, it's like 70%,
Yeah.
and then the critically whatever the fuck purple people.
Usually, like the ones that are like, oh, this is critically acclaimed. Like the user one is like the average viewer's like, like thought it was good because like average viewers are like, oh, then like a Fast and Furious, it's like, oh, 20%, or they're like, dude, it was pretty sweet,
Yeah.
'60%.
Yeah, because they're like, I know
'Cause
what
there's,
the
like-
movie is.
yeah.
I didn't think it was a Martin Scorsese film.
Yeah.
I know it's a dumb action car crashing through buildings and helicopter film.
My name's Rotten Tomato.
And I'm rotten. Dude, so I was bringing that up because have you heard of the show Young Rock?
Oh yeah, the new show.
It's like almost a documentary sitcom
Yeah, with
on
the Rock.
like
Yeah.
him growing up. And so
It's like
there is a bunch
everybody
of
hates Chris.
yeah, sort of, but like everyone hates Chris wasn't I don't think it was necessarily like these are all the stories he grew up with.
Oh yeah, no.
They had a lot of writers just write stuff. So like The Rock, it's a lot of things that happened to him, and so they had like they're gonna have him coming up through the Miami University playing football because he played alongside Warren Sapp, and then some other guy who was like primed to be like one of the best NFL players, but then he had some injuries, but he played on that defensive line with like monsters and shit. So like that's gonna be interesting stuff. I haven't checked the show out at all, but I was bringing it up because you look that up on Rotten Tomatoes, and Rotten Tomatoes is giving it 99, which Rotten Tomatoes doesn't give anything 99,
Yeah.
and it's just because some of these networks and shit they can literally just buy these things,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of fucked up that like Rotten Tomatoes became the thing where people are like, you know what, do I want to check this out? Let me check out the reviews, and then it's just bought and paid for
Well, it's like
reviews.
the Chappelle thing where they were like, they like made it so he would have like the low ratings on Rotten Tomatoes when he had that new special come out.
Oh my god.
And then, but then like people came out in droves.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then people
I
came out in
forgot about
droves
that.
to review it, and then it just
Yep.
skyrocketed up to like the 90s.
Yeah. I
He
remember
made
that.
fun of
Yeah, people didn't
something
like-
you're not supposed
They thought he was
to.
offensive, and it's like, well, it's comedy, and he's gonna just make fun of stuff. So if you're afraid of things being made fun of, then go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
Then you're a pussy.
Don't click on the thing. Click a different thing.
Yeah, click
Watch
something.
and listen to a different thing.
Yeah, watch
There's
a
unlimited.
watch a meadow with butterflies in it.
Yeah. Watch a meadow.
Watch footage of a meadow.
No, go watch this fucking stream of water.
Watch
And you're gonna be offended by that because a bear's gonna run by and just scoop up a fish. But
that fish had a that fish was probably trans.
who knows what
That
fish
bear's
would.
racist.
That fish would. Yeah.
The bear's
The
just like,
species
I'm
is.
just trying to eat.
The bear's like bear.
I'm a bear. I'm a fucking bear. It's a Nazi bear. I'm a bear Nazi.
Bear. There was. You know how like Groot's like I am Groot.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, we watched Lord of the Rings like a week ago, and damn, I can't remember, man. Dropped it, dead air. All right, what's going on?
Shit. What happened on Lord of the Rings? Well, a bunch of furry midgets.
There was something with damn it. There was a connection with. I watched something. I suck.
With the Groot? The big trees?
Yeah, but man,
Well,
too much dead air. All right, so Hot
Well-
Rod also got 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, very low, which is offensive because Hot Rod's awesome.
I'm offended. I'm offended that this movie isn't better. This movie isn't rated better. Yeah, well, guess what? Everyone sucks.
What the fuck is his name? Joe DeRosa, this comedian. He brought up a good point about canceling comedians or canceling certain people and stuff. He was saying we can go like 20 years in the past and try to cancel a comedian for something that happened in '99, but then we'll have documentaries about going back 40 or 50 years, basically explaining in depth like how the FBI murdered Martin Luther King
Yeah.
or other like big figures like the CIA doing things like this, and then we're just like, well, we'll just keep the FBI.
Yeah. Well,
That's
all right.
We'll just keep it, and it's like
They're
if we
cool
can-
now.
If we're trying to correct like a sentence a guy said, and we're crucifying the
Yeah,
guy
who
for
overall
this-
doesn't affect
for like
the
a
overall
sentence.
well-being of this country.
Yeah, fixing this one guy's sentence that we have an issue with. Compared to why? I mean, why fix the fucking FBI and some
Yeah,
of this
dude.
other bullshit?
That was funny.
Killing. That's just
Well,
wild.
just like
some of that
also, that's like brings up the whole like just the corruption thing where it's like, oh, this politician did this. Don't worry, the FBI is investigating. And I'm like,
shit. FBI.
what does that matter? What if it doesn't? Oh my god!
They
What if?
haven't fixed anything?
I mean, like, unless like they're trying to find.
So we're doing that right now. Black people, their whole lives, who are listening to this or listening to anything, their whole lives are
There's black people listening.
so no, and so they
Am I cool?
no, they're not, and
And do
my-
you think I'm cool?
as long as you don't try to be what you're not, then you're cool. I think. Don't try to be some stupid idiot.
Yeah, but unless you're like,
Well, they can
if
see
you're a
through
child
the
molester, you should
Oh.
try not to be one.
shit. Try not to be that. If you're that,
Try not to be a child molester. Try not to be a stupid bitch.
that's something Mark
Try not
Norman
to be-
actually talks about a bunch. He's like, wouldn't it suck to
Like you just,
be a child molester, but you haven't
don't-
acted on it yet?
you're like you don't want to. You're like,
You're just
dude.
like you're always just like, I can't do it.
And you're like, ah. Yeah, then they catch people for child pornography, and you're like, I mean,
Dude.
maybe they're just trying to not fuck a kid.
It's like they're trying.
Like, I'm just trying not to.
so hard
Yeah, they're like,
to
I'm
go. I'm just gonna keep this to my bedroom.
Yeah, I'm just trying to not to fuck little
myself.
Johnny down the street.
Yeah.
So I took pictures of him
From a distance.
from a distance.
He didn't know. I was up in my window, second story.
It's all right.
He was playing basketball. He just got a couple hundred of them. No, but I think black people would hear about that, like what you just said. Like FBI is investigating. I think black people the whole time they've been in America. All black people that are in America right now, who have always been in America, hear that and go. That means nothing to them because they've known the whole time that hasn't helped. Like Mindhunter, that awesome show on Netflix. There was I think season 2 or maybe I don't know. I think they only did 2 seasons. Yeah, so season 2 they went into Atlanta and like that's a huge problem with. They're like none of you motherfuckers are helping.
Yeah.
And that's like the huge problem in that
it was
season.
always about like the black people.
Yeah, and they're trying to help, and they're like, you haven't helped. Like
Yeah.
black children are getting scooped up and just missing daily, weekly, and you keep saying you're helping and no one's helping, and it's like that forever is what's been going on. Oh, it's okay. The FBI is investigating Trump or investigating this guy, and it's like they're not gonna do shit. Someone's gonna give them a Charizard shiny trading card, and they're gonna be like, "All right, well you're off the hook. Got the card."
There you go. Here's chart. Someone gave. Is Trump doing okay?
I don't know. Why is he still banned from Twitter? Isn't he banned from it?
I think so.
I don't really know, but
It's probably just banned forever.
to me it made sense when he was banned from it because he was insane as a president. But now that he's like not a president, I think they're
people
afraid.
still
I think
people still back him, so they're afraid. They'll be like, "I'm back. Storm more capitals."
Dude, I heard about this on another podcast, but he said he had like some rally, and because he can still do that, he's not like trapped in Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
But he had like a rally, and he was like, you know what? I might just in 2024, I might just run again and win for a third time. And then the crowd erupted. Yeah. And they're just talking about how like
Dude.
that guy, if he was like a fighter, like a McGregor or Floyd
Imagine
Mayweather,
if he wins.
he'd be
again.
selling. He'd be selling every fight, win or lose. People want to see him.
Dude, imagine this.
The news is boring
He
now.
runs in 2024 against
The Rock.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, because Joe
and-
Biden dies in 2
and
years.
he wins. Because he probably would.
I think so. Which is
Because
crazy.
people go, oh, well, we already voted Biden and Kamala in, and like nothing good happened, so we're gonna bring back our boy.
That's why they need to do good stuff right now.
They're not
Or
gonna.
they're gonna lose it. Trump's gonna win again if they don't do anything good. How do we get on this shit?
I mean, even if he doesn't win again, somebody bad's in it. I mean, somebody bad already won. Everyone's bad. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's bad.
everything
Everything
bad.
sucks.
Who cares?
Nothing's gonna
You know what?
change.
Don't hate on your family members over this shit. I got family members that are like, I don't know, so nutty. I can't even like have a conversation. They start like getting loud
Yeah.
with me, and I'm like, I'm a motherfucker who's going to a warehouse.
Yeah.
I work in a warehouse. You work in a warehouse. You work at a fucking corner
We
store.
need to all be against the system.
Yeah, we can't.
That's all I have to say.
Fucking shouting at your siblings, shouting at family members. That doesn't need to be happening.
Yeah,
You know,
whatever.
talk shit, and then who cares? That's why sports is like,
We need
helps.
a third party now.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got for you today. See you guys. The ending song started. That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Well, since we were talking about like some political stuff,
Want another coffee.
nice.
Should get another one. I'm looking at you, camera.
I'm looking at you, camera.
Camera.
Somebody Uber Duber me.
Somebody
coffee.
Uber my day.
There's so you know that one guy the My Pillow guy who's conservative,
Oh, yeah.
and a bunch of people I think were like, I'm not having people like boycotting him. They're like, he's conservative. I'm gonna get my pillows out somewhere else. I think there's a guy now just making like a progressive pillow. It's like it's got rainbows on it.
This is the Libby pillow. This is.
And then they're probably still funding like Trump's next thing.
Yeah, they're just funding Biden's thing.
Yeah,
Or
who's
Kamala's thing.
bad guy 1 and bad guy 2.
Yeah. The lesser of two evils.
Douchebag and the turd sandwich.
I would like to. It's funny. I don't really like when people like try to like have examples and they pick two bad things, but they pick two different bad things. I don't like to do that because like it's still it's easier to pick between two. Like, oh, would you rather eat a bowl of shit or a bowl of what other bad thing? I like to do this. I like to go. It's like picking between a bowl of shit and a bowl of shit.
Yeah.
They're both equally bad.
Yeah.
And now you fucking have to eat one of them.
Yeah, they're not even different.
Because like people can always argue, well, I'd rather drink a bowl of piss than eat a bowl of shit or whatever, like whatever you think. But if you do,
well, turd sandwich, at least there's bread.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And a douchebag is just the whole. That's gross.
A bunch of douche. It's a bunch of douches. Yeah, yeah. Dude, sometimes I want coffee all the time, and I'm like, should I drink?
Like just get one for the first half of the day and one for the second half.
Yeah, like dude, I've even been
my
driving home from work where it's like 10 at night, and I'm like, I could grab a coffee right now. But then people are like, nah, not me. I'll be up all night. I'm like, dude, I could grab one and be good for like maybe an hour, but then I'd be like, I mean, I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
I literally one night, like I think Jen was like, like it was like nighttime, and she's like, yeah, there's no way I could drink a Coke right now. I'd be up all night, and I was like, and I like drank one, and as I'm drinking one, I'm still falling asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't like I'm just so immune to caffeine.
Like almost nothing.
I need like cocaine at this point.
Yeah, which we might start doing. We're gonna start doing Adderall, doing half meth.
Adderall.
Got a couple friends we can score from. Just do that. So I don't know if you heard or if I texted you this. Like the Seahawks are actually. So they were saying they're not like saying like we are definitely going to trade Russell Wilson this offseason, but they've been accepting everyone's calls and at least listening to offers.
What do you got to say?
And people are that like teams that are like we want to give you 2 first rounders and 2 second rounders and 2027 third rounder, some shit like that. And the Seattle Seahawks have been telling this is like the rumor. They've been telling all these teams they want at least 3 first round draft picks. I mean, if you think about it, Stafford got 2 for the Lions,
and he ain't even won,
and he ain't even done none.
He ain't even done it.
To be brutally honest,
he ain't even done it.
He's been like barely a top 11.
He ain't even done it.
He ain't even done it. He ain't even been that guy.
What if Russell Wilson was on the Lions?
Do that thing. Then he'd be also asking for a
what
trade.
quarterback right now is considered like a good quarterback that if they were on the Lions, like for their career, they would have been nothing. Like Phillip Rivers. Imagine if his career he was on the Lions.
Oh my God, he would have retired way earlier.
Yeah, he wouldn't have but like the Colts were like, oh, let's try to win with him. Like he just would have been nothing.
But dude, Eli Manning and his camp pointed to that. Like when they got drafted, that same draft with Ben Roethlisberger, Eli was like, not playing for the Chargers.
Yeah.
You guys have a horrible blah 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 track record of drafting and all this shit. So no. And so he just basically told them like, I'll sit out if you don't trade me.
Yeah.
So then they traded him for Phillip, and because the Giants grabbed Phillip, and so he went to the Giants. And then after he won 2 Super Bowls, him and his camp are like, this is why.
Yeah.
We were able to build a team around Eli, who wasn't even top 5,
and
we won a Super Bowl twice.
Yeah.
So like, or at least gotten there is amazing enough. Philip never got there.
They got some good guys on that team.
Yeah, so and that was the whole argument, and they just proved him correct. And so Philip didn't go to a better option, but still, Chargers were better than. Dude, think about that. He had LT, Antonio Gates, both of them like prime.
Yeah.
Prime years.
Primed and ready.
They had some defensive pieces too, like Sean Merriman for a while and a couple other guys. They just, it's hard when what? You're in the AFC. You're always going up against Brady, Ben for those like, amazing years
Mhm.
he had, Peyton. So Philip was just. I mean, it's kind of like when
I don't know what to do.
yeah, when people are
I
like,
have 75 kids.
like some Knicks fans are like, man, if Jordan didn't exist, we might have won one or two
Oh yeah.
because maybe they would have
If
with
Jordan,
with Ewing and
if one guy didn't exist.
yeah, one human.
Dude, I was watching like a video of Jordan, and it was just all the clips of him doing like fakes where he takes the ball and he's like, and like, yeah, but like he would like fake
Oh
through
yeah,
passes where he completely just palming the ball where and he goes like that, and then just he was completely just getting guys, and I was
Yeah.
like, you never see anyone do that.
Yeah.
I mean, was his hand just that big to where he could just easily like,
I don't know.
dude, he would like drive and then he would like take the ball and like he's gonna dish it out, and then they would literally go and they would have it, and then he's just
All you see lately is like Rondo made it popular. He would do a thing where he'd get like in the paint. He would just like almost put it behind his back,
yeah.
and then like Curry does a little bit of it, but Curry
Yeah,
just
but
does
dude,
like
that
really good
that
movement.
Michael Jordan shit, I was like, this is crazy. You
Yeah.
don't see people do that.
What's crazy is I would play basketball in fucking Allen Park, and there was this one dude who like he could leap, so he can dunk, but like barely, but he could leap and just stay in the air longer. And like, what is that attribute? Like, cause me and him could jump next to each other, and you can get a
The
certain
power of
distance,
flight.
but it's almost like some sort of like in the air movement where you could find somebody else who
Yeah,
had
he
the
had
same
double jump.
yeah, dude, he's got the Mario. Like some people, you could test him and another guy who both have the same like 39-inch vertical, but then he would just be in the air longer. There's times, and I think like whatever that is, like being able to just I don't know, change gravity's rules or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like float, you'd got glide because like Dr. J did that, but like Michael Jordan would do that. But I'm just saying this guy in Allen Park, like none of us are athletic specimens, and this guy sometimes he would do stuff. I'm like, why aren't you doing that all game? Why aren't you murdering all of us?
Yeah.
Because sometimes he would just drive and he would just be like, it felt like he's like like a video game flying, shifting through the air to make a
We
layup.
call him Shifty Jonathan.
Sometimes he would come around a pick and he'd take a jump shot and he'd be like he'd just be in the air, like get down.
Get on the ground.
What are you doing up there?
Get down out there, now. Get down.
You know. But yeah, I thought it was interesting that so like Deshaun Watson, Texans keep telling everybody we're not trading him. Deshaun Watson keeps telling everybody I don't want to play for the
Yeah.
Texans.
I thought Texans ever just getting rid of everybody, but they're like, well, we're gonna keep Deshaun.
Well, they just got a new GM, and I think he's like, I'm not gonna just be my first new GM, and then get rid of
Our
like
our quarterback.
a one time in a life like talent, like top 5 or whatever quarterback in the current. But then that's what the Lions do. But he's not that. He's not top 5. He's like top 11 or whatever. But
Yeah, the Lions have struggled with him for his whole career,
yeah, longer
and
time.
they can't build a team around anybody. How they get these once in a lifetime players, Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, and they can't put anybody else around them. They're just diamonds sitting in a pile of shit for their whole career. Like how? How can you not just get a couple more guys? It doesn't make sense.
What other? I mean, there's been plenty of great receivers that have never won it, but
Yeah, but like
running backs.
they're closer.
Just trying to think of like running backs. I don't know.
I mean, I'd argue a lot of running backs, their careers don't go
They're
as
just
long.
short.
Yeah. So like you have like 3
You got a small
years.
window with that guy at his height
Yeah.
to win it.
But like Barry, it was just every year, 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards,
Couple
1,000 yards,
couple years it was
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, I'm just saying at least 1,000 every year.
I think most of his years it was like 1,400.
Yeah, how do you have that every year and then you just have like, yeah, we have like one of the worst quarterbacks ever too. So
Yeah.
wow, Jesus Christ.
But so Deshaun Watson and the Texans aren't taking offers for anything. That's what they say. They're not taking
Yeah.
any offers. The Seahawks, I don't know, are taking offers for possibly 3 first round. So people are wondering like if that's what he's getting, like Deshaun if there is a
He's
trade that
younger,
the
too.
Texans would accept,
How many years has he played? Like 5?
Deshaun Watson,
Yeah,
I think so.
that's still young for a quarterback.
The
I know
thing
he's had
is,
some
Russell
injuries.
Wilson's only 1 year younger than Stafford.
Yeah,
He's played last year's. He's 1 year younger.
to me, Stafford, when you just like you have to just be either you're a Lions fan and you hate on him so much because you just feel personally attacked that he hasn't won anything for you. But I feel like as like an outside perspective, like anybody who's not a Lions fan watching him play, I mean, he does some shit where I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He just laser beams a football, and you're like,
Yeah.
I mean, who else is doing that stuff? Aaron Rodgers does it. Oh,
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
Some of the best guys are doing that
yeah,
stuff.
right.
But there's 20 guys who haven't done any of that.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold wasn't. I mean, he's not doing that stuff. They want him to be, but that
like
team
dudes like dudes who are like still in the league, like a Ryan Fitzpatrick. I feel like he's out there like, oh, he has some like obviously he can make throws because clearly he's still in the league, but
It would be cool to do an experiment to like go back in time and be able
jack
to just
them all off. Who comes first?
see who comes first. That's my point. And the show's over. And like taking Peyton and just being like in 2007 and just going, you're traded to the Broncos then,
Oh,
and like seeing or just taking them to a team that's really struggling. Like
let's see what did they do?
when Drew Brees left and went to the Saints, and then it took a couple of years and then they won. That year, have Drew Brees on the Lions. Some of his best years, it's like, how does it work? Or
I just personally
Or
think
that
the
year-
Lions would kill anybody.
or that year with Randy Moss, with Tom Brady on the Patriots and Randy Moss. on
Dude,
the Patriots.
imagine.
And that year, put Jake Plummer,
Yeah.
or I don't know, just some like random quarterback. And does it just work? Does this lower level guy get 40 because he's got Moss?
Yeah. I would say
Culpepper, who wasn't even great, he kind of fell off a cliff quick. He had some awesome statistic years
Yeah.
with Moss. So it's just interesting. It'd be cool to play like a fucking game. You could switch shit around and see.
Flip flop. Oh, yeah.
Like the Broncos, the 2 years they won the Super Bowl back with Elway, with Terrell Davis getting 1,500 yards each season rushing and being like an amazing running back. Like if they just have a different guy.
Yeah, it'd be
if
like
Barry's
yeah, but
there,
it'd be like the Lions.
if Barry's there, are they winning 4?
Yeah.
Other than just 2?
Imagine like if Barry had Dan Marino. So then all the times where every team just loaded the box and then the Lions still ran the ball, it would just be like Dan Marino going, okay, cool, now I have all this space to just toss the ball.
Dan Marino throws 6,000 yards
Yeah.
while Barry Sanders is almost getting 2,000 every
Yeah.
year.
Because they would
Insane
both
shit.
like teams would just go, what do you want us to do?
Yeah, we can't. I mean, it's kind of like the Buccaneers got to that point, and then the Chiefs could, but their offensive line broke down.
Yeah.
But
That was
that's
really the
idea.
Chiefs are just like the offensive line sucks.
Yeah,
But
because
like
they were
still
great.
though, they're still just like putting up numbers.
That's crazy shit.
Damn, baby. Dude, that was crazy. The Buccaneers fucked the Chiefs.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that
I
bet.
was not
A
expecting.
lot of people bet big money on that happening just the other way around.
And then they were like,
Yeah.
big money. I'd pay for some nice tits.
I'd pay for
Somebody to have sex with my butt.
Yeah.
So
So I heard about this book called How to
Reading for Dumb People.
Reading for Dumb People. Learn how to read. And stop. Put this book down. And pick up any other book. No, it's a book called How to Break Up with Your Phone. And
Oh, yeah.
Joe List talks
I
about
heard about it.
Yeah.
I actually listened to that a little bit.
Oh, really?
That lady.
Yeah. So, but they were talking about like people keep going like, oh, this fucking phone or phones or whatever, and it's like the phone isn't the problem, it's like the apps. 'Cause There's
Yeah.
like a few apps that like most people, like anyone listening right now, you can know like
Yeah, if you didn't,
I'm stuck.
if you just didn't have
I
those
keep
apps.
looking at Instagram and then this other thing, whatever. I can't stop looking at them. And
Yep.
then, like, you get a moment at work and you go, what do every fucking time? Boom, you look right at it. So, but that's the thing. So I hear them talk about that, and I'm like, well, I mean, if I'm at work, who gives a shit?
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
at work is when I really
yeah,
don't give a fuck. There's downtime sometimes
Yeah.
at work. Like if you're working in a security booth,
Yeah.
or
There are
you're
times where like
working in a warehouse,
there's
you're waiting
literally
on a truck.
nothing to do,
Yes,
but
'cause
like look
you're-
at my phone.
But now, if you're at home, and this is the discussion people need to have with the significant others and stuff, becomes or even friends, becomes a problem when it's like, hey man, I just tried talking to you for the third time, and you're hold on,
Hold on, I'm looking at porn.
yeah, or whatever
Trying to
you're
find a
doing,
good blowjob video.
and it's like, okay, all right, never mind, and then you go back to them again, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was mesmerized by scrolling Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like, so that type of shit becomes a
So
problem.
what did you learn? How do we fix it?
I don't know, but
I thought there was gonna be.
well, the comparison they said is like it's not your phone, it's the apps in it. They're saying like when you have a bad diet, like it's not your fridge's fault. You don't get rid of your fridge.
Yeah, you just don't put
It's
the bad food
the
in
bad food in it.
Yeah, but I
And
love
so-
the bad food.
Yeah, that's great. And that's the problem. Bad food and these apps are giving us all the comatonin, serotonin, you know?
Comatose.
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 If you are listening, check out Ray Street Park. Check out Ray Street Park on Spotify or anywhere you get music, dude. They got a song called Comatose. It's
And
sick, dude.
they have a song called Fuck, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Fuck yeah, diddly damn. What comes around, diddly damn. Goes around,
Dude,
diddly
who
damn.
wrote that?
Comes around, digga digga digga. Fuck yeah.
Now we gotta listen to them.
It just goes around over and over. But they also wrote a book, and it's you can. No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah, it's like a fridge, you know. What's in it's the problem. Kind of like a pussy, you know.
Yeah, what's not in it is a problem. My penis.
You got it. Hey,
Actually,
what's wrong with your pussy?
I have a better joke.
Okay.
It's kind of like a pussy. It's not the pussy that's the problem. It's what it's attached to.
Yeah. I guess that's the other
bitch.
way. I guess that's the other way around. It's like the woman's not the problem. It's what's inside her pussy, like inside the fridge.
No.
Just trying to think of it.
Yeah, but it's the woman is the problem. The
Oh,
pussy.
so
the
in this
pussy-
case, it's different. It's not
yeah,
the same. There's
the pussy's not the
the phone.
problem.
It's
It's
a bitch.
it's the woman attached to it.
And it circles back
Na-
around to how we
nagging
started the
ya.
show, and women need to be
Need to
eradicated.
shut up. Eradicated. No, not eradicated.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Well, they
bit.
just need to be put in cages.
Ah, I could do that one.
Don't put kids in cages.
I could get.
Put women.
That is a great idea.
Take all the male children
We
out
just
of
solved-
cages, and the rest
You
of the
just
women
sparked an idea.
go into cages.
Go down to the border. Empty the cages. Now,
Bring the cages.
all U.S. citizen males, if you're married or have a significant other, you have to apply. Go online. You fill out an application. You have to write out, why you think you deserve the cage to put your woman in.
Yes.
And
Make some valid points.
yeah, you have to make valid. I mean, because there's limited space. And
Yeah.
if you win,
Only so many cages.
you get a cage for your bitch. And when she's
Kennels.
you just
Boom. There's a little tape.
Get in
there's a
there.
little thing.
you get your own personal customs
She's
customs agent because they're no longer doing the border garbage.
Yeah.
They're no
'cause
longer
that's
just
pointless.
shooting Mexicans and fucking throwing the kids in the cage and raping the whatever the customs people do. I don't know. I'm not
They're
down
not playing
there.
tag with a guy, taking him out of a Coney Island, dropping him off in Mexican
Yeah.
Gardens, Mexico. Just taking him to a different restaurant.
Yeah.
You're supposed to work here.
Yeah. So you get your own personal one, and when your ladies, hey, I think we should. This is what you do. Hey,
Hey.
customs ice guy, get her, and then they take her and put her in the cage.
Yeah.
So you physically don't have to detain her, so there's no tension there.
Yeah, they go in there, they calm down.
Yeah, they calm
They're
down.
5 days.
They
or
have
whatever that
books
is,
in there, their
whatever that 5 days
phone, or their
is.
TV. Yeah, whatever the there's something about 5 days.
Something going on.
There's blood or something.
But
I don't know.
they're feeling better outside of that.
Monthly.
They get through it.
Nah.
Whatever that is. I mean,
you could use it for other times.
Haven't read anything about it.
Yeah, we're not too educated on that subject.
No, but there's something going on, and they need to be put in a cage for a minute.
Yeah. So we're solving the border problem, and we're solving the problem
of women not being in a cage.
Yeah. So there we go.
Ice. Cages.
That should be voted into something.
Yeah, we need to run. For
Yeah,
something.
we need to get this in a bill. This should have been in the COVID. I bet you the Senate would have passed this. They would have been like, oh yeah.
Oh my God!
A bunch of old white fucks.
White dudes.
Yeah, that sounds great. My wife's a bitch, and I want to go fuck. Go fuck my secret boyfriend. They're all like gay guys too.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I call my dick sucked by Nick down the street.
By Nick.
Uh-huh.
It's a good name.
By Jonathan.
Oh,
I think Jonathan's a better
Jonathan. Jonathan boy. Johnny Jonerson. All right, so you guys got it. Put them in a cage.
Put them in a cage. Take the kids out of the cage. Put their girl in the cage, and then you're good. Now, there's an issue.
Yeah.
If your lady is of Latin descent, we can't allow that because that just goes against
what we're doing here.
Yeah. So if you chose a Latin woman to, marry, be with...
Are we strictly doing white women?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because white women have kind of been hijacking, black movements.
Yeah, they're hijacking everything.
They're hijacking everything. Yeah. So...
I get it. You're not up there with us.
I get it.
But you're like...
Well, you've been letting us.
You're like, right there.
You've been right there patting our backs.
Yeah. Like if I'm standing on the porch, you're like 2 steps down, but you're like still on the porch.
Yeah, and you're sitting there also going, every other race, get off my porch.
Exactly. So you go in the cage.
I mean,
shaping up.
Historically,
I'll have to think about it.
Who was right there behind Hitler? Probably a white bitch.
Probably a white bitch of a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, So who's
probably worse than him? He was probably
who was putting info in his head?
Yeah.
At home, back at home.
No.
All these crazy ideas.
He only went crazy because he didn't have the cage for
her. Yeah.
If there was a cage for him to put his wife in, she wouldn't have nagged him into a frenzy, and he wouldn't have started killing Jewish people.
Maybe he wouldn't have been so crass.
Maybe he would have went, Jewish people are okay. But she was like, I went down to the fucking bank. Hitler, fucking Adolf, you need to do something about this. And he's like, God damn it, woman, shut your mouth. And then so he's like, fine, round him up. And then he lost his mind.
Yeah, I bet you if you looked into it, that's
probably what happened.
Probably.
We're not saying it did. We're not 100%. We're not historians.
We have a couple friends who have master's degree in history, but we're not going to consult them.
We're not going to consult them. They're busy.
Yeah, they're busy.
They got jobs and their own shit going on.
They have cats.
They
got leaves and plants. They got gardens, and stuff. They got stuff. They're busy. They got stuff going on. So we're not going to ask them. Just take our word for it. That's probably what happened. What?
Vote Corey.
Vote Corey Charles.
For anything.
For everything.
Write me in on everything you can.
Oh, maybe my knee's broken. I fell asleep with my knee. That foot on knee. Crossed over, foot on knee, other foot on table, and I think I woke up with a shattered ACL.
I think I woke up
with
a shattered asshole,
torn ACL, torn
ass,
ALCS,
ACL,
ACLU,
ass, cock, ligament,
ACLU, that's a colored lesbian university.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one.
ACLU.
We should go there.
I'd like to check that out.
Get me a nice laser too. Get me some lasers or two.
All right, we've had some fun here. I think we're about good.
We've had some fun. We've had some ups. We've had some downs.
Ups and downs. We've gotten crazy.
Yeah.
If I do this, maybe it'll give us a thumbnail for YouTube.
Make sure you go to Corey.com to buy something. Just kidding.
That'd be cool if we got enough people caring about us. Could sell stickers or something.
Sticker.
Yeah, a little
You don't
sticker.
Sell stickers. You
Little
sell
sticker that's
shirts
a finger
and
in
you
a
give
in a
stickers
hole.
for free.
You're right, but
Hmm.
mugs. We can make mugs.
There you go.
Good night, everybody. Listen to more episodes. Grandma.
Balls.